let's keep moving. Let's move on to the next section, back to basics. When we are talking about stellar service and again, seeing the current climate we're in, there are so many things that have changed, but at the same time, there are many things that really need to stay the same. And that is service, the quality of service that we provide and receive. Really, when we're doing business, that should be a common, just baseline standard of delivering stellar service. Fortunately, for those of us that we understand it, we get it, we keep working at it and improving it, then it will set you apart as a business. And you will really reap the rewards of taking the time to develop this skill, not only for yourself, but if you have a team of people as well, really coaching them to understand the importance of delivering stellar service, being unforgettable, setting ourselves apart through service. Of course, we're going to always try to hone our skills and our craft as beauty professionals, but in addition to that, we should always keep thriving to improve our customer service and making our customers feel appreciated and that we want them to come back. We want them to return. We want to increase our customer retention year over year. And doing these types of things it really will increase loyalty and create, and I think attract the type of customers that you're looking for. So let's go a little bit deeper. On the next slide, as we go through back to the basics, one basic skill really with customer service is listening. Listening provides clues. It really does. I think because, again, there's just so many distractions today. Sometimes it's hard to focus. But fortunately, for many of us that are in the beauty industry, you're dealing typically with one customer at a time. Typically, you may, if you do hair, maybe dealing with multiple, customers at a time. But I pretty much have focused on, lashes and brow services. So I'm pretty much dealing with one customer at a time. So I really understand the importance of listening, of focusing on that person that I have in my chair at that particular time, that one person that is on the phone that I'm talking to, really, really focusing on that client and listening to what it is that they have to say. So let's talk about some of the clues that they can provide just by listening. When we really listen to a customer and ask questions, we can hear some of their preferences as well. From there, we can better gauge, is this a client that's a little more conservative? Is this a client that likes a little drama? They're bolder in their personality and their presence. They maybe have a career where they get to be a bit more artistic and creative with their whole their image. Or do I maybe have someone who is a corporate professional and is very conservative, and the environment they work in is conservative? They want to feel great and look great, but they want to keep it very, very natural. A lot of times by asking these questions and observing, we're able to pick up on these clues so that they'll be happy with the services that we perform on them. For me, being, a lash artist for so many years, I had a lot of professional women. And with that, many of them were in settings where they had, corporate clients, all of that, and they just wanted to look very natural. So they didn't want super long lashes or super dramatic lashes or, the really high volume lashes. That's not what they wanted. But if I didn't listen to them, I may just, do the looks that I like. And I like a little drama sometimes. So, I may lean more towards that, my own preferences, because I'm not really listening to them, what they like, what their life is like. So I have to be able to be flexible, to hear them, hear what they want and desire. And even sometimes, in the way that they are talking, pick up the clues, listen to them. When they come in to see you, a lot of times that gives you clues as well. They're coming in, they're, maybe in the banking profession, or maybe they're very conservative, whatever it might be. So I'm going to keep in line with that unless you're specifically asking for something different. So we really have to kind of build a repertoire, as business professionals. I can go conservative, I can go dramatic, I can go in between, but I can give that customer whatever they want in terms of their lashes, their brows, their hair, their skincare, because I heard them and I will deliver on that. Okay. So think about that. Pick up those clues of their of their preferences. What matters most to the client? A lot of times when we're talking to our clients, they may say, as we're talking to them, you could tell they want to keep their beauty routine very simple. Maybe they don't want to come to the salon every 2 weeks. They don't have time. They travel or they do a lot of things and they just don't have the time. They want to look great, but they need a simple beauty regimen. So I hear that. And I take that into account with the solutions that I provide. On the other hand, I may have someone who they love beauty, whatever the new service is, whatever, they want to try it. They want to be there. They don't care. They want to look fabulous all the time and they are committed to it. So if it takes them coming in every 2 weeks, they don't mind. And they don't mind spending the money, to get those services. So again, customers run through, it's a wide array of what matters most to them. Maybe simplicity. It may be more of, hey, whatever it takes to get the look I want, whatever it is, listen, ask the questions so you can better determine, really what's most important to them. It's also important to listen because it helps us to provide appropriate solutions. Hey, we're the professional, we're the expert. We are knowledgeable. We know the services that we provide, from hair to lashes to skincare, body contouring, whatever it might be, microblading, brow extensions, whatever. There's so many different beauty services, techniques, and methods that are available today. So by listening to that client, that person that's in your chair, that chose to do business with you, chose to book an appointment and spend their money with you, for those customers that referred other people to you, they're counting on you to provide the most appropriate solution for them. And most customers, once they understand, hey, I'm knowledgeable, I know what I'm talking about, I know how to deliver what you want, then they're going to feel more confident in the solutions that you provide for them. And that's what we want to be. We want to provide great solutions that keep our customers coming back and let them know that we are on top of our game. We know our business. We know our products. We know our services. So with that, always be listening so that you can determine those clues. Now, as we move on to other basics, what's my standard? Standards are very important because basically the standard it's the benchmark, it's the base, it's how I measure myself. So for example, in terms of standards, for me is I'm always going to use quality products for my clients. I'm never going to skimp on quality of products. So if it costs me a bit more to provide quality service, that's what I'm going to do because my client deserves that. So for me, that's the standard. So you want to look at all of those different things. Another standard for you might be that, for your clients, their comfort is super important. So a standard for you when you come in, for that client, as they come in, is that they're comfortable, that I have a comfortable facial bed or chair. I've got candles, I've got aromatherapy. I offer them water. I have a blanket if they need it. I take care of them. When they come to see me, they can relax. They can take a nap. They can know that they can trust me and that they're in good hands. That's my standard. It could be that. Another standard could be that, with your clients, that you make them feel appreciated. A standard might be, hey, after, people maybe have come to you numerous times, I'm going to offer them, maybe a complimentary service. That might be something I do. It's just a standard approach. This client has been with me for a year. They've been with me for 6 months. They've referred people. They've told people about my business. They spread the word. They posted things on their social media for me. They have sent customers my way. So as a standard, I'm going to let them know I appreciate you. And that may be a customer appreciation event that you do quarterly, or maybe once a year or twice a year, whatever you can do. It might even just be a thank you note in the mail that I appreciate you. So take this time as you're going through the training, and just think about it. And it may be different, for you. What someone else's standard, that might be different. You might see things a bit differently as well, and that's okay. But it's a good time to really think about it and get very specific. What are my standards? So from there, I can always have a baseline, always be able to measure, am I delivering on my standard? Have I done those things that I set out to do? Because with your customers, they will get used to that. They will come to expect that, and they will appreciate it as well. That my beauty professional takes the time to do these things, to present a quality service for me, to take care of me when I come in to see them. So think about it, take some notes, and then incorporate it into your business. What's my standard? Now, this is another good question to think about as well. When you get me, what does the customer get? Again, when you get me, what does the customer get? And again, that also speaks to standards. What do they come to expect when they come to my business, or I sell a particular product or provide a certain service? Just ask the question. And hey, it's never too late to improve. It's never too late to get better. I don't care where you might be right now, but you can make a decision today that going into, the new year, a new level, that I'm going to take it up. I'm going to improve. I'm going to raise the bar a bit so that my customer comes to understand, when you get me, you get great service. You get quality products. You get someone who is professional and is going to do the right thing for their customer. You get someone that invests in their own training, because I want to be the best. I want my business to be the best. So think about this question. And then from there, take the things that you want and incorporate them into your business with your staff. Even the way you may do some of your training, start to incorporate some of those principles. When you get me, you get a great service, you get a great business, you get a partner in helping you achieve your beauty goals. You get so much more by choosing me. So think about that and other questions so that you continue to grow and can continue to improve. Another basic to think about: professionalism. Professionalism is priceless. Again, gosh, I know things are so different now. And we've been customers, we've been in our customer shoes, and we've gone places and we're like, gosh, where'd the professionalism go? What happened? That used to be a standard all in itself. The wonderful thing now is that, hey, you're here with us. You're here in this training session. So you already understand the importance of service and, getting better and improving and learning and growing and developing. You already understand that because you're here right now. So professionalism is priceless. That is, to me, it's just a basic. That's a basic, truly a back to basics principle, that we should never forget. Because I know sometimes, as we're grown, we're busy, there's so many things going on, it's easy sometimes to, have those days where, we're maybe not at the level that we want to be or should be, but there is a power in making a decision. And you can decide right now that, hey, going forward, my team, my staff, or even if it's just me, a solo entrepreneur, I'm committed to always being professional in everything I do.